Today's episode is called Abundance, Not Scarcity. This is one of my favorite mindset shifts to talk about because I think it's literally the mother of all mindset shifts. I talk about 7 mindset shifts in my book, The Warrior Mindset. And in the chapter on abundance, I start with a quote that goes like this: "A flower does not think of competing with other flowers around it. It just blooms." So if we can learn anything from flowers and nature overall, we can learn this, that nature is constantly in harmony with each other, all the other elements of nature. And it never competes. It never fights. It always just follows its own flow, its own rhythm, and just shows up in the most beautiful way possible. I mean, think about it. Why is it that we feel so good when we are in nature? It's because everything there is in harmony. It is in this state of abundance. And, everything follows a cycle, a rhythm, a flow. And somehow we struggle to do that as humans. We struggle so much. And we find ourselves constantly in this mindset of scarcity. Why is that? Do you ever wonder? I think about these things all the time. And one of the things that comes up for me when I think about abundance versus scarcity is that we have been conditioned since we were children to just compete, fight, and push each other out of the way in order to get ahead. This is not true. Some of the most successful people in the world will tell you that the way to succeed is through collaboration, through uplifting each other, through being kind and compassionate towards each other. So why is it that we struggle so much? And how can we shift that mindset and go from a scarcity mindset to an abundant mindset? I share this example of my mom, who has always displayed this abundance mindset. And even when we were young kids, I remember we would go out and she would, pull out her wallet to pay for the cab and have no money in there. And we would be like, oh, what are we going to do? And then she would be like, hold on, don't worry, something's going to come out. And she would dig through her purse and find just the right amount to cover the cab. And this belief of hers, right, is what changed everything. She constantly lived in an abundance mindset. She believed that she will never run out of money. She believed that she will never have to, struggle for money. And so to this day, she continues to have an abundant life when it comes to money, right? And this is somebody who has not worked outside of the home for a day in her life. And so could it be that her belief system has allowed for abundance to come into her life? I think so. And I think that we can all access that abundance within ourselves. It's there for us to grab. But if we get sucked into this idea of, as kids, I need to get good grades, I need to make good friends, I need to do this, I need to do that, then we're constantly chasing after an idea of success and happiness that is somewhere else, right? Or it's known as destination happiness. But if we can pause again, that word, pause again, it shows up everywhere when it comes to mindset. Just pause and listen to your thoughts. What is going on in that mind of yours when you're trying to think about your next goal or your next desire or your next accomplishment? Are the thoughts driven by scarcity? Are you living in fear, worry, doubt, and insecurity? Or are you able to see optimistically what the future might look like for you? And therein lies the shift that we need to make. For every single time that you have a thought that says, oh, this is not going to happen, or this is too scary, or this is too far out there for me to even plan or think about, give yourself an abundance thought. Just because it hasn't been done before doesn't mean I can't do it. Or, hey, look at that person doing what I want to do. How can I reach out to them maybe and ask for help and say, hey, can you share a few things that worked for you? Because I guarantee you, people who are at the top have gone through the struggle to get where they need to, and they will be more than happy to help you out and show you the ropes and give you a way to avoid the hard lessons that they had to learn. So I want to invite you to first think about where you are on a scale of 1 to 10, scarcity to abundance, and then try to see how you can move towards abundance more and more. every single day and try it in everyday things, right? I mean, when you go out, like I remember going to a bookstore and they were giving away free signed copies of books. And I, didn't even know that this was happening. So I just got in line when I heard about it. And as I got in line, I heard that when there were a couple of people left before me, they said, oh, they ran out of books. And so I was like, oh, for a second, I felt like, bummer, I'm going to miss out on getting this book. And then I thought, you know what? I have so many books lying at home that I haven't even read yet. So if it's meant to be for me, I'll make it. And if it's not, it's not, right? I surrendered. I went into this mindset of abundance. And I ended up not only receiving a free copy, but they also had the author show up and I got a picture with the author. So you just never know how abundance will show up in your life. Be open to it and allow it to come in and see how it changes your life. That's what I want for you, is to live in a complete state of flow and abundance. So try it out. Let me know how it works out for you. And definitely let me know in the comments if you have had an abundance experience lately. See you next time.